Good afternoon, guys. It's Sunday, January 19th, 2024. I know I haven't put out a video yet about me going to Schneider, but yes, I did go back to Schneider 3 weeks ago. Thought I'd go over how things are going. I don't usually talk numbers, and this will probably be the only video that I do where I will talk numbers, just to kind of give you an idea. Couple things. Number one, I'm no longer recruiting. I just don't think the market is good enough. Now, granted, Schneider's not been too bad to me, but I want to give it a few weeks to kind of see how things are going. But I don't think I'm going to be recruiting anymore. Right now, there's a lot of negative stuff going on with recruiting, and quite frankly, I don't really want to be a part of that. The money to me really just isn't worth it to recruit. Now, if somebody wants to call me and ask me questions, I'll be more than happy to help. If you touch base with me, then obviously I'd like for you to use me as a recruiter, but I'm not going to do it heavy like I did before. I just don't see the benefit in it. Another YouTuber once told me that your phone is constantly on when you're recruiting, and quite frankly, I don't mind helping people out, but it is. I mean, you really do have your phone on at all the times, and you constantly get calls all hours of the day and night, and just not really where I want to head and to go to for the new year. I've kind of came up with some ideas and changes, and if everything goes well, I've got some good changes that are coming for me in my business personally. And again, I don't want anybody to think that I'm struggling by any means. If I would have stayed at F2F, I probably would have been struggling. But, I was okay for a few months of hanging out, see how things are going. And again, once before, like I said in lives, F2F is a great company. There's no issues with that company. I left on good terms. As a matter of fact, they called me the other day and asked me if I was ready to come back. But quite frankly, I think I'm going to stay at Schneider for a while. You don't really have the brain damage here. I mean, everything is pretty much click and go and drop and hook, and you pick where you want to go to, and I don't see the need to really leave the company right at this moment. It's not in my future plans by any means. I know people say that I switch around companies quite a bit, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of came back to Schneider, because I knew what the possibilities were. I knew what kind of money I could make here as a driver. I've done it before. I was pretty successful. I left here to go to JB Hunt because of, Poppy. We've talked about that in the past. We had a very good run at JB Hunt. Unfortunately, that run ended, just like everything. All good things have to come to an end. Well, that happened. So the only logical place that I really wanted to go back to was Schneider. And I started on the 30th, I believe, is when I went into class. It was on a Monday. Again, I had to go through the training again because I hit that 6-month mark barely. So I say training, but it really wasn't training. It's the same thing that I was doing before. Fortunately, I had to take 4 down days. But anyway, I thought I'd go over some numbers here. The very first week that I was there, the first paycheck was, the first paycheck was my orientation pay. First check I got was like $800 or so. Not great by any means, but at least it was something, just because I hadn't had a paycheck the week before. So my first paycheck, you know what? I think I was wrong. My first paycheck was $1,006.36, and that was with 2 loads attached. And the reason, now that I think about it, I grossed $34.58 that week. That was with my orientation pay and also the 2 loads and the truck payment coming out and everything. Got it, somewhat caught up. I did get behind on the truck payment a little bit, but it is now caught up after this week's check. But anyway, I grossed $34.58, and I took home $1,006. 2 loads, pretty simple. With that being said, plus the $400 of orientation pay, not a bad first week, really, in my opinion, to get started. Now, let's get to this past week. January 16th was just Friday. My gross on that week was $65.62. With that being said, that was 3 loads. I think I did very well picking those loads. And I did have $1,147 worth of exceptions, meaning that they owed me for detention from the week before, and the sign-on bonus, and also when you first get started, they pay you to go pick up an empty trailer. Well, I didn't get that on the first week, so I had to call and get that. So with those three things combined, it was $1,147.20. So with that being said, my gross for the loads was $54.15, but with all that added in, it was $65.62. So that's where I came up with that gross. After everything came out, and when I say everything came out, I'm talking, because like I said, I was behind on my truck payment. I had to have an additional $300 added into it to kind of catch that up. Even with everything coming out that Schneider has, I still brought home to my truck $3,338 is what I took home. Now, that's minus everything. Now, what you got to realize, unlike F2F and the other companies, the percentage you don't ever see because the percentage is already taken out. So my number is the $3,338. That's minus truck payment, minus insurance, and the ELD and everything basically that I owe Schneider. Which really my fixed cost for Schneider is only like $165, I think, and that's buying all the extra insurances, the buybacks, and also the deductibles brought down from $1,000 to $100, plus the glass breakage and everything that they have to offer. $165 for fixed costs. Truck payment has always been $1,137. Maintenance on that's $175. So I'm looking just a tad bit under $1,300 on the truck payment. So with that being said, I think I had a pretty good couple of weeks just getting started here. This week here that I'm at right now, I'm sitting at about $5,400 for the week. Still got 2 days, actually 3 days before cutoff. I've already booked out till Wednesday. The load that I have will deliver, Tuesday night, and I will be going home for the first time in actually about 5 weeks because of the switch over to Schneider and everything, just kind of the way it worked. But I will be going home. I've got some personal business to tend to once I get home. I probably will be off for about a week or so. But anyway, with that being said, I think coming back to Schneider was a good option for me. Like I said, there's really no brain damage here. You make your deliveries on time. You don't hear from anybody. You do what you're supposed to do. You don't hear from anybody. I think I've talked to the office maybe 3 times in the few weeks that I've been out here, and that was because of the detention needed to be paid. Not the detention, but the trailer exception needed to be paid. Other than that, that was the only thing that I was shorted of. Paychecks are always on time. They're always right. I'm pretty much a particular. I watch my numbers pretty hard. I know what my numbers are, and I watched it and noticed that I didn't get paid on it. The way they pay and the way their system is, it's a little confusing. You can't really figure anything out completely until about late Wednesday, early Thursday morning. And then you literally have until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon to call to get anything changed. They offered to put it on that paycheck, but I just told them to, put it on the next paycheck. That way it'll be a little bit bigger. Anyway, that's pretty much what's going on, guys. I mean, there really ain't a lot more to add to it. Schneider, my boy Country talked me into coming back over here. And honestly, I was probably going to come over here anyways because I just think it was the logical move. But little nervous at first. I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it, but guys, I mean, you can do it. I mean, you can definitely do it here, and you can do it with an SFI truck too. I mean, I'm doing it. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm at 5,400 this week with everything, and I've got low fuel this week too. So I'm still going to bring home at least a $2,500 paycheck this weekend. I've got nothing negative. Plus, I got the sign-on, and the sign-on bonus too is going to. I might even hit the $3,000 mark again. I don't know, because the sign-on bonus, they have a $6,000 sign-on bonus, and you get paid pretty much. I think it's $250 a week that's added into your paycheck. So all this little bit of money adds up, even without the bonus and the extra stuff. I mean, I still will have way over a $2,000 paycheck each time. As long as you hit the $5,000 mark to you can easily bring home $2,000. As long as you run your truck like you're supposed to with the fuel and everything that you need to. it's not hard. It's pretty easy, guys. There ain't a whole lot to it. I'm always open for suggestions. I'm always open for comments. Please leave any comments down there. Just be respectful. You know, I'm doing this for you guys. I know I haven't been putting out regular videos, and again, I think I've explained why. I just haven't had a reason to put anything out. I didn't make a whole lot of money when I was at F2F. It was very difficult for me, and I've had my fill with that. So anyway, I'm going to end this video right now. Getting ready to do our live here in a few minutes. If you guys want to watch the live, we're doing the live today because President Trump's rally tonight. Two things. Number one, I want to watch it. Number two, I don't think many people will watch us if he's on. But that's it. The other things that I want to say, my buddies, please go and subscribe and like to their channels. You got Life on 18 Wheels. It's all bunched in together. You got Country. Follow him. Go and like and subscribe to their videos too. You know, those guys are big inspirations to me, and you know, we all kind of help each other out here, and honestly, that's the whole reason that, you know, we do what we do for the videos and stuff, to help you guys out. So I'll leave my phone number in the description if anybody needs to contact me for questions. I know people always have questions, but feel free to call me. I know I kind of went on a rant a little bit about the phone ringing off the wall, but you know, quite frankly, just, you know, call. If I don't answer, I'll call you back when I do get the message, or text me. You can always text me. Pretty easy to get a hold of. With that, I'll end this video. Everybody have a great Sunday and a great week. I'll try to get a video out later in the week and let you know what's going on. Talk to you later, guys.